There were students at the university who started to agitate for him to be free. Among them was a student, Emmanuel Dolo, who is now Dr. Dolo. Dr. Dolo is a living witness. Will you please stand? Let it people see you. Stand up, young man. Thank you. That's my living witness. Dr. Dolo then were carrying casket up and down on the university campus. Said that was dual casket. He was the main man behind this casket thing. He was a radical on campus. They did it for a few days, I think 1 or 2 days, and it aggravated the head of state. I was sitting in the Ministry of Information along with the Minister Alhaji Kroma when Doe went over to the Capitol building and decided to address the PR, the Internet Assembly at that time. And we were shocked because the Information Ministry was not told that the head of state was going to address the people there. So we got glued to our TV, our radio, listening to what he was saying. And he said a lot of things, and at a certain point in time, he said, Mr. Defense Minister, Mr. Chief of Staff, you move to that campus and move those people. Then he said, move or be removed. And that's when the Chief of Staff and the Defense Minister moved to the university campus. And our video camera was there to videotape their entrance into the university and their progress as they entered the university campus itself. And as I said yesterday, the video was brought back to me because I insisted on reviewing everything before it's put on TV. And on that video was the Defense Minister walking on the left, the Chief of Staff walking on the right with their back turned to the Capitol building. The Chief of Staff had his gun in his holster, walking with his 2 hands swinging. The Defense Minister, at the time the videographer videotaped him, was reloading his gun. There was no video footage of him firing the gun, but he was reloading the gun. So that videotape was brought to the Ministry of Information and given to me. Again, I telephoned Kroma to come to my room immediately because I was in charge of operations then. He came there, I showed him the video and showed him the people, the defense minister reloading the gun, and I said, this is trouble for us. I said, in the first case is, I don't know much about military science. I did ROTC on BDR in the University of Liberia, but I don't know much. But in all my experience in military science, no one reloads a gun who has not already discharged it. And no minister runs around with an empty gun. So for this man to reload a gun meant that he had unloaded it. So this is the PR problem we'll be having the next few days. We have to gear ourselves up for this. Immediately we got through watching that video, we got a call from the Defense Ministry ordering the Minister of Information to send the Assistant Minister to the Defense Ministry, and that was myself, along with the person who did a video recording on campus and along with the video cassette. We took the video cassette and the young man along with us to the Defense Ministry. We were ushered into the office of the Defense Minister. He said, where is that video that you all made at the university today? And I handed it to him. He called Raymond Outland, who was the Assistant Minister of Defense for Public Affairs. He's the one who had a car in town that had on the license plate one wife. He's still alive. He handed the video to Raymond Outland and told him to keep it. He said, where is the young man that videotaped this thing? We showed him the young man. He said, okay. He gave the man a seat in his office. And he turned to me and said, Mr. Minister, you may be dismissed. This video is the property of the Joint Security. And as far as we are concerned, you have not seen or heard anything on this video. Do you understand? I said, yes, sir. And I left. That very afternoon, the young man reappeared in the Ministry of Information yard, fully dressed in a military uniform.